Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Eador Genesis New Horizons modded. In the last episode, we took our very first Tier 3 provinces, and we took one that might be even Tier 4. And we did it without even fighting anything. We took advantage of Ilthin's Diplomacy 3 to scoop up those 3 provinces for just over 500 gold, I think, total for them. Fantastic. We got the quest for the Ratman on Daros, and he's killed 2 of the 4 necromancers that he needs to kill. Also, 4 of the 8 brigands he needs to kill. So we should probably look to finish that quest sometime in this episode so we get a different quest from the crystal. Things are looking pretty good for us so far when it comes to our lands. We have not yet bumped into the AI, which is very awesome, because this means it probably hasn't hyper-leveled, as it's turned 55 at this moment. We are now in the mid-game. We are earning 186 gold at the moment, and 10 gems per turn. Helped, in particular, by the extra 50 gold total from Trader 4. Blacksmith, 60 gold total. Blacksmith 1, Trader, 4 ranks in it, apparently, and the merchants have from Ilthin. Our armies are looking okay. We still don't have any Tier 2 units, and we should really try to get them now, if we can. We might be saving up money for them, but I also would like to get another hero into the game. I feel like we could really benefit from having a mage at this point. So one of those 2 things will be hopefully what we accomplish in this episode, or hopefully both. As for our heroes, let's take a look and see what they gained. So, Ilthin has gained Diplomacy 3, and that was the only thing new he picked up last episode, being almost now level 5. And as for Daros, he became a paladin in the last episode, and he's proven himself to be like the Eeyore of paladins. When I send him into a location, he's like, "Oh well, I guess I'll do it. No one's gonna care if we all die though, because that's what's likely to happen to us." But he doesn't die. Instead, he annihilates all the enemies single-handedly. We had to fight them. I don't know why he's complaining so much about this. We still, however, have not gotten any significant gear for him. We're putzing about with the garbage we've managed to pick up earlier. On that note, we also need to acquire the Journeyman Smith, because we're really going to want a hammer. 1 more damage and 1 more stunning blow could go a long way for Daros. Heck, even the longsword might be better for 1 more counterattack. And the two-handed sword could replace his bastard sword at this moment for 1 more attack, 1 more counterattack. God, it's awful how we're not fighting any weapons, and it's turned 55 at the moment. Finally, the lesson of note is that we did pick up another shop. There's a knightly order here, which will have plate armor, which Daros can totally take advantage of, but it should be purchased with Ilthin, since he has Diplomacy 3. And with all that said, I'm going to cut this really quick, because I like how this came out, and then we're good to start the video. So let's get going. So, what is Daros going to do? We have some giant spiders here, and I was looking at this during our talk at the end of the last episode, but I would normally prefer for Daros to fight these instead of moving back to the province. But we have a severely wounded swordsman, and we need this slot filled. So I think we're going to double back, and instead we will battle some things here first. Then we can come back over here and fight the Lycans, which are here. We have a Lycan scroll, so we can actually see what Lycans are capable of. They do good damage. 19 attack, 12 counterattack. Decent amount of hit points. They have regenerate. They lower the morale of people that they strike. It heals its wounds if it doesn't move, and it has forest knowledge. But this is all kind of easily handled by our paladin. It all depends upon how it's leveled up. I don't remember what Lycans can gain in that regard. So if it's like a level 20 Lycan, and it's got 20 picks for its levels, we might be fighting something that looks significantly more stronger than this. But we're going to try it, I think. I think we can probably handle it. But that's for the future. Daros is going to come back here first, He'll hire some new units, he'll let that one swordsman get some rest, and we can go ahead and fight these slave drivers and these vampires. We can probably take out the Dark Elves if we really want to. We could also try the Illthids. I don't think I've ever fought them before, so I don't know what they're like. But we could revert if it goes poorly, or we could simply not do it. I'll make the call after we see how these battles go. As for Ilthin, he might be able to fight these orcs, and these Dark Elves might not be a big group of them. What do you have in your army currently, Ilthin? Oh... I think he could kill the elves if it's a weak group. So why don't we see what that group does consist of with him? It's going to be a strong group. No, you know what, Tim? Let's not waste that turn. It's probably going to be 3 Night Shadows, or 4, 1 Priest, 2 Longbowmen, 2 Blood Butterflies, and maybe a Knight. Or maybe not the Knight, but it's going to be a stronger group of girls. Nah, we're not going to do it. I think instead we move back to the Valley of the Gone, and we keep exploring here till we get 100%. And then we probably move here next for Rowan Weeches. Oh, Ornidak Valley, there's only clerics here. We can kill the clerics. They shouldn't be difficult. Okay, that'll be the plan. So let's move Ilthin back here. We can explore some more. And Darce will head back here and get ready to fight. Let's go ahead and... Oh, end our turn? Did I build things this turn? I did not. So let's start with a mine. And at home, I was just talking about saving for another hero. If I want to do that, then I shouldn't buy anything else this turn. So let's not buy anything else. We want to save up to purchase either the fort and get tier 2 units, which is already what we should do, or we need to buy another hero. That needs to be our priority. And we still don't see the AI anywhere. Das repairs all his gear. We leave the Banish Scroll behind as we don't need it at the moment. And I think we should hire some new units, Tim, like you said you would. So let's go ahead and take you with us. And because it's slave drivers, I'm expecting to fight 2 of them with a bunch of kobolds. A 3rd crossbowman could be useful. Another swordsman could be useful, or we could take our slinger, but I'm a little worried we'll lose units if I don't take another kind of decently armored unit here. So why don't we take another crossbowman? And Darius will fight the slave drivers. And because I hate kobolds... Should we talk about them really quick? Kobolds are very weak. They don't have very many hit points. They don't have a lot of stamina. They don't have a lot of morale. Not the slaves that we're going to fight. But they have forced march, and when they attack with their weapons on a charge, I think they ignore half your armor. And they also reduce your stamina when they hit you. And there's a lot of them. And often it's a battle of attrition. There'll be slave drivers, dark elf slave drivers here. They have whips, they have hand crossbows. Decent range 4, and they can summon kobold slaves. I think they have enough ammo to do it twice, and they can still shoot, I think, twice after that. Sorry, they can summon 3 kobolds and shoot once or twice afterwards. It's really annoying. But having our Bardiche on us means that we damage the kobold first before we take damage and lose stamina, so we'll do more damage to them. So let's take that with us for our warrior, and we'll do that battle. We should always be building buildings, so let's build a pub. And that will be good. The hero Daros has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the old citadel have noticed him and are preparing for battle. 8 enemies. Kobold slaves and slave drivers. Daros is like, enemy will shred me apart. Shut up! Shut up, Daros. But I'm a little nervous he's saying this. This makes me think there'll be 3 slave drivers and not just 2 of them. We can win against 3, but we may lose some of our army. But I think we can still win with most of it intact. So let's fight it. I'm ready, right? I am ready. It is 3. Okay. And it's not going to be easy to get to them. Thanks to this lake and hill. Giving them a little, I don't know how to describe this. Just lost my ability to think completely. This is tricky. I can't reach them because they're going to have kobolds in the way. On that note, though, they have to contend with this swamp and a lake we have down here. So I think we will make a defensive line in this area. Okay, and it should be... How to do this? I think this is what I want. If they attack this crossbowman, only one of them can hit him. If this one, it's going to be only one as well, because I'll move this guy up to tank. This guy will take most of the hits as well. I should make sure he's got the best defense. He does. Okay. Alright, I think we're set. My plan will be to move Daros up. We're going to put haste on him. He'll move 1, 2, 3, and use a spell on himself. Actually, we could use a spell on one of these guys to increase their potential damage. But I want to kill these guys as fast as possible to stop this from being a long, drawn-out fight. But as you see, it's going to be, or as you will see, it's going to be extremely difficult to do that. Let's watch what happens. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, they've left a hole for me to approach. So let's start by moving this warrior, this swordsman up. Move up here to get ready to heal all these people. We will use a haste on Daros. We can fire on and weaken one of these kobolds. I guess we should look at kobolds too, shouldn't we? So force march. Stunning blow 2. And I think this works even if you did no damage to the target. In which case he's going to charge up, and he won't do any damage, but he'll lower my stamina on these folks. Daros moves up 3. He'll use magic weapon on himself. Let's do it. As you can see, the Bardiche is extremely effective at dealing with kobolds. He didn't lose any stamina thanks to their attacks. He did, because he's counterattacking them. But he gets to counterattack first, before they get to do anything to him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's kill this guy. My army shifts down slightly. The kobolds know. The kobolds know that they can't kill me. Wow. This went extremely well. Enemy will shred me apart. Leaves without taking any damage. His whole army is practically untouched. What the heck, Daros? Stupid. Point of defense. Range attack. Garbage. Leather boots. 4 hit points. I guess this is good. Well, we don't have anything, I think, on Ilthin, so this will be good for him. Actually, do we have boots on Daros? Maybe we don't. 268 gold, 19 gems is very nice. We do. I prefer my sandals. 1 stamina is more important for Daros than another 4 hit points. We just hold on to that. But we will repair it. And then what's next? I think we're going after that vampire next. So let's talk about the vampire. If it's 1 vampire, we can kill it with just Daros. Even if it's 2, I think Daros can kill them both. But they're fast. They have flying, and they're going to ignore Daros and fly right at the army. So if whatever I take with me has the real chance of dying horribly, including my high-level swordsman. So I'm thinking we don't bring our healer. A part of me wants to bring, like, weak units only and leave all my strong units behind. I feel guilty putting the slinger in the army. We're not going to need anyone but Daros. I need to stress this. Daros will be the one who kills it. We don't need anyone else. So, I would like the fairy for haste. Oh, Tim, I think you have to bring actually an army, because you're going to lose. You're going to lose the fairy otherwise. I'm pretty sure the vampire can reach Daros. Can reach the fairy no matter what you do. It'll have, I think they have 3 movement. Let's do this. And we'll see how it goes. As for our spells, you know, we've had this inspiration for so long, and we don't need it. Why don't we take... How long does Bless last for? 6 rounds? We'll take a Cure Wounds. Alright, Daros, good luck. Ilthin, you're exploring. We have 1,056 bucks. At 1,000... was it 500? 1,350, we can hire the wizard, if I want a wizard. And I really do think, everyone, we want another hero. I want to keep exploring these lands. So, we're going to aim for another hero instead of tier 2. And Daros enters this mansion and kills this vampire. And you explore. Okay. Oh, but we should build another building, so let's do that. So let's build a granary up there. While exploring the province of the Valley of the Gond, the hero Ilthin found some ancient ruins. Examine it. The hero Ilthin has approached the deserted ruins of a city of the ancients. Often, an ancient artifact or some treasures hidden by the current occupants of the ruin can be found in such places. Scouting has revealed that the ancient ruins are not as deserted as they may have appeared at first sight. Imps and spawns. Ilthin can totally handle this. He can do it. Let's attack. I don't like that hill there. He moves up, and then he has 3 range. Okay, but if he does that, we just heal the damage he does to wherever he shoot. It'll be this guy. He shoots him. We can weaken him with this crossbow and kill him with this Ikarai. This guy's probably going to fly here or here. We can severely weaken him. Or we have any shocks on you, Ilthin? I can't tell. I don't remember. If we do, we can shock this and kill it. Otherwise, we'll shoot it. And then we wait for their charge. Let's do it. Okay, I expected that. Let's heal. And actually, we could move you up to... We could shoot him, kill him. He kills this one just by attacking it. Actually, I don't need to do anything else to this one but attack it with my Ikarai. Ikarai have, like, Smite Evil or something. Is that right? Smite Evil. Yep, he inflicts extra damage to demons and undead. See, I'm sorry, it's evil line creatures. Is that right? Yeah, evil creatures. And since these are evil incarnate, that's quite a bit more damage. He'll kill one of these every turn, but we're going to have to deal with one of these imps now. I don't really want to move up. Hit points. How much damage do you do, Ilthin? Ilthin should kill it. What spells do you have? You do not have a shock. You didn't kill it. Okay. We move you down. You're going to be hit by this guy. He's going to move 1, 2, and shoot him. Move up and attack him. But we do it. Oh! Attacking my leader is somewhat acceptable. I'm okay with that. Our Ikarai can fly... Actually, let's wait. Let's think. I can kill this with the crosswoman and this guy. I can kill this with my Ikarai. I can kill this... I think with Ilthin and him. It's 19 damage? Yes. That will just leave this guy. Okay, so let's do this. So we'll move you... Well, we'll wait to move you. Let's be absolutely sure about this. You might crit him and kill him. You did not. I should move back and shoot. That way this thing doesn't run up and hit my hero. Okay, and it's over. Good job, team. The hero Ilthin gained enough experience to achieve a new level. He is now a scout of level 5. +1 command, and scouting is here. So is marksmanship 3, which I really want. But I said I wanted scouting. We're taking scouting. We get a toga, which is junk, and a bless spell, which is also junk. 98 bucks and 9 gems. The hero Daros approaches the secluded mansion. The inhabitants of the province tell all kinds of horror stories about it that do not seem unfounded. Scouting has revealed that the building is currently inhabited, yet there is no one particularly alive. 1 vampire. Daros is like, this will be easy. It's funny, Daros, because it's not going to be as easy as you think it's going to be. We're going to lose people. We're going to do it anyway. Okay, so we totally want the slingers in the front to block for us. We'll do something like this. We're gonna have 3 slingers left alive at the end of this, because we have a slot that I can't put someone in. Oh! What weapon do I have on you? Oh, okay. I have the double-handed sword. Good, okay. Alright. Oh, crap. We're gonna lose at least one of these guys, possibly 2 of them. 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. He's dying. Maybe... Oh, God. Don't... What the heck? Don't do that, Tim. The fairy isn't tanking. I don't want to lose the fairy, everyone. I don't want to lose the fairy. Let's do this. Because if it kills this, like, crossbow, which I totally think it's going to do, then our fairy can fly down here and be safe from the vampire. So, what level are you? Level 2, level 3. I'm so sorry, but I have to make these choices. Alright, let's go ahead and start. Alright, and what do you do again? Not affected by wounds, not affected by stamina, not affected by morale, flies, 50. Having struck an enemy in melee, the unit recovers 50% of the damage dealt as hit points. Oh! Ooh! He does 22 damage. He's immune to poisons, he's immune to being frozen. By the way, did we ever read about the vampires? This might be the first one we're fighting. I used to read about all the creatures I was fighting, everyone, but I think we have read about vampires in the past. I don't know if I did. It's too late now. We're no longer doing lore. Let's start by casting haste. Very good. Half his hit points taken off with a single hit. Alright, that's what I was terrified of. So we move you up. We didn't kill you. Uh-oh. I think we just shuffle everyone around to protect the fairy. Yes! Can we actually kill him? I didn't think I would kill him that round. I would have liked to have gotten that extra experience points on Daros, not the crossbowman. But it's just a tiny bit of experience points. That's it. Just a tiny bit of experience points. A tiny bit. Let's give you +1 ammo. Holy mother freaking crap! I'm gonna quickly quit so I can make sure this game gets saved and doesn't crash. I'm also gonna cut the recording. Actually, no, the game saves automatically, Tim. You're good. Oh my god, we got a better weapon, but it's not for Daros. It's a bow. So it's a significantly better weapon for Ilthin, strongbow. It's a purple weapon, so it's an artifact. Is that right? No, I'm sorry. It's just it's an epic item. +15 to range attack, +4 range, +5 ammo. He is currently using a hunter's bow, which is +6 range attack. This is +9 more damage. Ilthin, guess who's going to go and kill some slugs now? Good God, that is strong. Oh man, that's amazing! We really needed that. And we have enough money to hire another hero. We might even have enough money to outfit him with an army. Let's see. So first off, let's put all you guys back in this army. Okay, so that's good. We should first build a building, if I haven't already. Let's build a sawmill. And we're hiring another hero. Let's hire a wizard. Elrond is your name. He's a necromancer. That is good. That's what I wanted him to be, because I wanted him to be a summoner. I'm guessing he is because he's starting with a zombie. So New Horizons recently also improved. Oh, well, he's not. He has Wand Master. Oh no, he possesses a skilled necromancer, but it's not. Oh, okay. So this is at the beginning of the last episode, we talked about the passives that heroes now can get, and so this is something new that I guess a wizard can get. Increases the strength of undead risen by 2. Okay, so he's able to summon undead. Even though we didn't take any ranks in Necromancer, he has it passively. That will increase as he levels, and I am totally going to make him a Necromancer then. We even have some spells for him to help him with that. So, we have 2 raised skeleton spells. So if I put this in your army, your morale is lowered by 2, but you can still fight. If I put a slinger in your army, bit of an awkward group, but we need a corpse to raise skeletons. Do I have any... Alright, hold on. Let's look at the hero as well. So he starts with Wand Master 1. Do I have anything to take advantage of that here? We have a wand already, but you came with a wand. I guess you'll take a wand with you. We have a tunic. You can wear that. And that's it. We should... Oh, you know what? The Lichen will work out really well for you if I'm able to actually deploy it at some point. For your spells, we don't need Inspiration. We don't need Magic Spark. Undead aren't gonna benefit from Astral Energy. Bless doesn't affect them either. We won't need the Cure Wounds. Dash only works on humans, so Shock's the only thing that would be useful to you here. So we need another spell school for you, but I don't have the money for it this turn. Let's give you both raised skeletons. And I will... I guess we'll keep both of these as well at the moment. Okay, so welcome aboard, Alarin. Good to see you. You might be able to kill the Dark Elves, honestly. If there are, like, 5 Dark Elves there, we can kill them. In fact, I don't even need the Swordsman for this. We can just take Slingers, because I don't care if they die. We probably... No, we shouldn't... Could we do it with him? I don't want to send him into a battle and have him immediately lose, though. I don't think there's any other easy combats around here. Oh, this place is going crazy again. Rather getting upset, let's cast Extravaganza. What do I want for your army, Alarin? Or Elrond? These two are only here until we get skeletons in his army. I think you do it, Tim. I think you try taking out the... If the Dark Elves are just 4 Dark Elves, we can win. If they're 5 Dark Elves, that will be difficult. I think he just has to sit and explore someplace, Tim, for a little bit. Yeah, I think he has to do that. So send him over here. Daros, your weapon, your gear is repaired. Siege Engineers. The Siege Engines do a ton of damage. I would want magic armor on Daros if I'm going to charge him towards the Siege Engines to fight them. I would preferably have a unit that I could sacrifice to them. I don't think it's worth doing the Siege Engineers. I think... Alright, I don't think we fight any of these. We could kill... Okay, what else can we do? I'm only looking at locations at the moment. We might want to think about expanding. Well, I did say I wanted to fight these spiders, and I wanted to fight these lichens. So I think we do that next with Daros. And as for Ilthin, yep, he's coming back home. We didn't build a building somewhere. We did build a building. We're not building any other buildings in my main... Well, we could build a school of necromancy, since now I know I'm going for undead. Let's do it. We'll want it in the future to help Elarin get stronger undead. Maybe we take a summoned zombie and a summoned skeleton. Okay, let's end the turn. Elarin, there is no... maybe you can kill clerics, actually? Let's see what's in there. Daros, you're gonna fight the giant spiders or lichen first? What am I using against a lichen? Lichens have stamina, is that correct? And they do, but it's a lot of it. They do good damage. I'm worried if I equip the Bardiche on Daros, the Lichen won't attack him, and instead will whirl around and attack my army. And I want him fighting Daros. We do 12 damage. We'll have increase because of our high morale. It's an evil creature, so we'll do more damage to it. Wait, is it an evil creature? I think it is. It is evil, so we'll do more damage to it there as well. Why don't we take the hammer? Yeah, we'll equip this stuff. Okay, that will be good. Let's fight it. Ilthin. Wait, how... By the way, what's it? I only looked at its attack strengths. What are its defenses? Oh, God. 10 melee defense, 20 range defense. It is very agile. Oh, man. We should have taken shocks to this fight. We're taking off about a fourth or a third of its hit points per shock. But we didn't. And I don't want to revert to do it. So, we're fighting it with what we got. We're fighting with what we got. Ilthin, you get this. We actually didn't have any boots on you. You get the boots. You can get this amazing strongbow. Actually, we can just vendor the toga. We have clothes. Oh, I don't know if the clothes are better than the toga. We'll just hold on to the toga. We can repair all for your equipment you have in your inventory. You have a bunch of spells. What are these spells? Bless. Vendor. Headwind. We're holding on to you. Sluggishness. Summon Naiad. This might be good for our necromancer. Sluggishness. Right. This is what I thought Headwind had done. I think we probably should give this to Ilthin. And he uses this instead, especially because I intend to make him a ranger later. Yeah, let's give him this instead of Headwind. And you can kill these Dark Elves for us, Ilthin, without any trouble, I think. We should build buildings. Let's build a pub. While searching for treasures, the hero Alarin has approached an ancient temple. This old shrine only seemed abandoned from afar. Its guards have noticed an uninvited guest and preparing for battle. Swordsman, healer, and a monk. I think we can win. There'll be 2 swordsmen. Oh, might be 3 swordsmen, but there might be 2 swordsmen, 2 healers, and a monk. Let's do it. I think this will... How much damage does this do? 9? I saw 9. 9 points of physical damage. It's enough that we can kill either of these. Let's kill this one. Because I don't think he's going to move down 1. I think he'll move 2. He might move down 1 to shoot, though. But if he doesn't stand on that corpse, that's perfect. Because then we can raise something from it. I hate myself for being right like that. Alright. Zombie, you move up. Well, that's perfect. Because we needed a corpse. Yes, eat him. God, I forgot how much they hurt. You will not die to the counterattack. And now he's dead. Well done, Alarin. He even gets Necromancy as a skill up. And +1 command, the best things he could have based upon what spells I've given him. So let's give it to him. Subdue first rank undead. Undead power +1. 10% hit point recovered per turn for them. You... I don't care about you. We're not keeping you. Actually, I guess we'll keep you and not the swordsman. Let's give you an ammo. Oh, actually, swordsman got shield bash. We were keeping him after all. 2 hit points for you. We will absolutely kill... Oh, right, we gained +1 command. So actually, we can just take you. And it's garbage. Haste actually isn't junk. Here, Ilthin approaches a fairly strong, relatively new, and well-protected tower. The inhabitants of the tower have noticed him and preparing for battle. 5 enemies, Night Shadow and Dark Priestess. Yes, Ilthin, you can crush him. I don't see you having any issue with that bow of yours. I forgot to give you a unit before I did this, though. But you shouldn't need a unit. You will slaughter them. It's going to be 1 dead girl a turn. Did I not equip it on you? Did I really not do that? I did. Oh, the range is lower. 1 lower range. Oh, wow. We need marksmanship on him now. I don't want my healer being struck. So we're gonna shoot her. dumb. I'm doing this battle all sorts of wrong. I'm really messing this up. We'll win. If I took losses, I didn't have to. Four range, not 5 range. I did not notice that before. +1 healing. You don't have a healing gem? We'll go. Can I give you a healing gem? Let's do it. Hit point. A saber and a cat's reflexes spell. The hero Daros has reached an entrance to some ancient catacombs. The old tunnels still guard many secrets of the past and treasures. This included the present inhabitants, who are now approaching the hero. One Lycan. Daros is saying this will be a slaughter. The enemy is pathetic. Is it though, Daros? Depends upon what levels it's got. What do you go down to if I equip this? You go down to 7 defense. I think we need the double-handed sword. Yeah, I think we need double-handed sword. Well, no, it's got stamina. Let's stack defense. Let's attack. Here it is. All right. So, how can we fight this? I don't know if it cares about Daros or if it's going to attack my army. Like oh, it does care about Daros, but I'm wondering if it's going to ignore Daros and come after my army instead. It's going to move here to start. So I can't move this guy down at all. Like, he can't move here. Daros moves 1. We cast haste on him. 2, 3, 4, and we attack it. Or we cast a spell on him, and we see what it decides to attack. I think we're going to let it decide. I want to watch where it goes, because that's going to determine how badly I've planned this out. We could... I think it'll hang around and kill Daros instead of trying to ignore him, but I don't know. It's going to move right here on its turn. So Daros needs to kind of be in front of it here. And then I just attack, and then I think we do attack it. Oh god, this is going to... Well, let's see what happens, Tim. Go ahead and start. Now, what are you capable of? Oh! Battle Frenzy. Once heavily wounded, the unit falls into a rage. As a result, okay, so he's got Berserk, so his wounds aren't going to drop his attack power at all. He has Forest Knowledge 2, so he'll gain even more ranged defense inside forests. So let's do the haste. I have to move here. I have to. If I cast a spell on myself here, instead of moving, it's going to move 2 and attack him, and then it's able to reach the rest of my forces, and I simply can't let that happen. I'm going to move you guys down. And we hit it. $11 damage isn't bad. It's almost at... we took out almost a third of its life immediately. Now it does 26 damage back, though. Oh my god. We lost a fourth of our life. I need my healer here. I need my healer there. My healer's here. I can heal. Darius can back up, get healed, and move back into the fight again, as long as he's got haste on him. Oh god, we're losing. Eight hit points does not make up for the damage you're taking. We're dead with another one of those hits. It was too strong in the end. How can I do this? I can't hit it again. We don't do any damage. Darius is doing exactly the damage that its armor is. I think we've lost. I think we had to reset this turn. You know what? I'm fine with that. Oh my god. Wow. That went from, this won't be so tough, to we're gonna lose the army. And thankfully we had the mace on Darius to help take out its stamina, or that would have actually killed him. We probably would have done better with the sword. Double-handed sword. That would have been extra 15 damage. Yeah, we should have used that instead. But we've also been taking more damage, so I don't know. We won in the end. Let's see what garbage we get. +1 command is nice. Oh, we could finish Armor Master. We could also take another point in willpower. I think I want one more willpower. We also gain another 2 morale, so let's take that. Meditation. This will let our healer recover his castings. Enchanted Arrows +4. We'll give it to him. Summon Imp garbage. Open helmet. I don't know what you're wearing, Darius, at the moment. Desperate Winemaker in the province of Prying Woods has produced a new magnificent wine. This allowed you to make 116 gold more during the last fair. Reward him. We're earning only 4 gems a turn now, but we'll still be okay. Alright, Darius, you won. You've lost a lot of your army, though, winning that fight. But small blessings. This frees up spaces for level 2 units. Or mixed blessings. So, let's bring you back to pick up some more units. We still don't see the AI anywhere. Ilthin. We don't need it. Oh, what's this do, actually? The enchanted creature gains Vigilance, counterattack agile enemies, parry 2, dodge 2, and agility. Attack enemies without risking a counterattack. This could actually be useful for Darius. We'll just hold on to it. I hit repair all, didn't I? We don't need this saver. We don't need it. We'll hold on to the hunting bow at the moment now. 4 range. Oh, that's kind of awful. But the damage is so good. I really think we keep it. Let's buy you a single copper ring. We can't kill anything else in there, Ilthin. You need more units. We actually should build our fort. Let's do that. Alright, now we can build some of our tier 2 units next turn. What am I thinking of taking? So for Daros, I'm thinking we would want monks as a support unit for him, as they can heal at range, I believe. Or maybe not. But they also have inspiration to restore morale and stamina. And he can earn other spells as well. So I think we'll take the monks. But, oh god, I will want Mandrake Root. We might take thugs. With the last one, maybe we'll hold on to off at the moment. Thugs would... So thugs are an evil unit. We wouldn't take them with Daros, obviously. But remember that Ilthin has authority. So they might get along reasonably well with his army. We can think about it. In the meantime, what am I taking with Ilthin? I guess we can take 2 slingers. Or you can take maybe a different front line fighter, Tim. Well, take a crossbowman. And we go and get a fairy with Ilthin. Alarin. You are hurt, so we're not having you fight. Let's cast Chalice of Life? Which will heal the not undead units in that army. And we should build another building. There will be no loafers. Who's not doing something? Alarin. I'll have you explore. The hero Alarin has returned from his trip. He did not find anything unusual, but he managed to explore 4% of the land in the province of Nidek Valley. There is not enough space for new dwellings in the province of Oakkeep. There also isn't enough in the hunter's lot. Okay. We're here for that ferry. Let's get it. We still don't see the AI. I feel like I should be pushing out at this point towards the enemy. But I'm a little worried I don't have the army for it. I feel like I want tier 2 units first. So if you want the monastery, Tim, then you need the Stonemasons Guild first. Let's build that. We need another building. And Daros, since we're not getting monks anytime soon, we may as well outfit you a little differently. So let's move a slinger in here. Yeah, we'll bring in lots of slingers. They're cheap. And Daros shouldn't need very much extra damage at this point in the game. He can kill most of the things himself, even though we don't have very good weaponry. And now what do we want him to kill? Giant spiders are possible. Brigands! We need that quest completed. Let's go over there. There's also orcs over there. I don't know if Alarin has enough dead to do that fight, since some of his dead are wounded. It'll be tough. I know Ilthin can do it, but Ilthin is too far away. I guess you'll... What else is over here? You could probably kill both of these, Alarin. We'll keep him here and keep exploring, so his units gain hit points. Actually, what we could also do is just drop one of these zombies, right? Because we have a Walking Dead spell, which gave him a Bone Spearman. And now I think we will move him over here, and we'll clear those other locations with him. Daros has to kill the brigands. Let's end the turn. The hero Ilthin has reached a glade with a big magic tree towering in the middle. This enchanted place is a home to fairies and other forest folk, well able to stand up for themselves if necessary. It is rumored that the Fae folk hoards countless riches. It is also said that every day in their domain is a festival. Amazingly, both of these seem pretty close to the truth. We're here to talk with them. Hero Ilthin has reached a big magic tree whose crown and hollows are inhabited by fairies. Judging by the noises of laughter coming from the tangle of branches and leaves, the Fae folk are having a party. One of the sprites flies out to the tree's crown and up to the hero. "Hail to you, human! What has brought you to us?" "I want to revel at your feast." "That's easy!" The fairy waves her magic wand, and Ilthin shrinks in size until he is her height. "Welcome to our festival. Treat everyone at your own expense for 50 bucks. During the feast, Ilthin makes friends with a few of the forest folk, and they become interested in the idea of leaving their native forest and seeing new lands by joining the hero's party. Would you like to hire them? Yes, I would. We absolutely want the fairy. Do we want a dryad? I don't... Oh, we can't, Tim. You're about to get no gem income with that fairy hired now. You can't afford to have a dryad. You can't afford it. After having lots of fun at the forest feast, the hero, a bit tipsy, returns to his everyday life. The fairy's spell is broken, and Ilthin returns to his normal size. Sometimes we all need the rest. 1 gem income. We're now going to finally start seeing that drop. I need to take these somehow. And I don't think we've got the strength to do it with Daros. He can't do it on his own. Those men are just too strong. They'll annihilate him. He's not gonna do it. He really isn't. Let's kill the brigands. And Ilthin... Oh, there's a forest tree here too! Holy crap! And it's... Oh, no. This is Ilthin, Tim. Ilthin was at a forest tree. I thought I was like over here again looking at Alarin where Alarin was. Okay. What the heck, Tim? What are we doing with him? What's over here? Centaurs and Acro. I don't really want to do those battles. Over here. Inquisitors. Could we kill Inquisitors? They have a lot of range defense. I don't know if we could do it. What's over here? Slugs. We can kill the slugs. I'm pretty sure we can kill the slugs. 8 arrows. We can kill 2 slugs. I could kill 3 if I had magic weapon, but I don't. So we're not going to kill 3 slugs, not quite yet. Might be able to kill the spiders. And that's it. Okay, Ilthin, we'll send you up here and you'll just explore then? No, he should clear. He should clear something. He should clear something. Go here and fight and kill the spiders with him. If there's only 3 spiders, Ilthin can do that fight. Alarin, you can kill the orcs to start. And Daros, yep, you're killing the brigands. We're probably choosing magic gems as a reward to make up for the fact that we just took away all our gem income. We should also build things. So, we'll build a church. Reduces the cost of hero resurrection and performing rituals by 10%. Increases the morale of capital defenders by 2. We can purchase a silver dagger and a silver axe. And now the monastery is within reach. Hopefully we'll earn enough money from these to make it worth it. Ooh, nope. Ilaran can't kill this group. The hero Ilaran has approached a deserted ruins. The hero Ilaran has approached a deserted ruins of a city of the ancients. Often an ancient artifact or some treasures hidden by the current occupants of the ruins can be found in such places. Scouting has revealed that the ancient ruins are not as deserted as they may have appeared at first sight. 6 enemies: Bugbear, Orc, Ghost Whisperer, and a Cleaver. My guess is 1 Cleaver, 2 Orcs, 2 Bugbears, and a Ghost Whisperer. It's too strong. He won't be able to defeat that. He has to retreat. Ooh, the hero Daros approaches a fairly strong, relatively new and well-protected tower. The inhabitants of the tower have noticed him and preparing for battle. 8 enemies: Gang Leader, Brigand, Thief, Renegade, Assassin. I'm guessing there's a second Brigand. Probably a second Renegade. Maybe a third Brigand. There's no Thug. There'll be another Thief. What weapon are we using for this? I think we stick with this. Let's attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's lots of thieves, but thankfully there are 4 brigands. Your morale is still low. We'll have to worry about that a bit. Now we have a nice little area that we can leave 1 defender and shoot whatever tries to come down here. So why don't we do that? Let's think here. Let's do this. When are you? You can move here and just hold that position and block. You're going to get plinked a lot. But we can keep healing you. You also have the magic arrows. Let's make sure you're not the one who dies then. Okay. This is good. This is good. Let's start. Oh! Oh! Okay. Daros. Stop shooting my weak people. That was dumb. He should have shot this. I only just realized as I fired that he actually had the range. Very good. Oh, hey! This is slightly better for, Ilthan, this leather jacket. We won, no losses, well done, team. In a flash of bright light in front of him, the hero Daros sees a magic crystal through which astral energy flows. From somewhere deep inside comes a dispassionate, dull voice. Choose the quest. Choose the quest? The quest is fulfilled. Choose your reward. We choose gems. The crystal flashes for an instant with an unbearably bright light and disappears. After the light goes out, a coffer filled with 178 magic gems stands in the crystal's place. I wonder if they fell out of the crystal. We will take an ammo, garbage, and garbage. 231 bucks and 17 gems, though, is nice. Ilaran, let's have you fight the gnolls. Be tricky, this fight, but I think you can do it. If there's 2, we can do it. If there's 3... We can do it. It's going to be a lot tougher if there's 3, though. Daros, you're almost filled up on inventory again. You can kill the orcs that are here, actually, Daros. Let's have you do that. This is just garbage. Throw that out. We know this is junk as well. That. We don't need another. We don't need another freaking saber. Okay, that'll be good. Yep, we'll fight the orcs with him. You know, Ilthing can kill those orcs. Can he, though? Yeah, he can. Well, he's here to kill the spiders, so he'll do that. Daros may as well kill the orcs while he's here, Tim. You may as well do it. And we can build the monastery. The crystals that we got as a quest reward can be made up for by this. You know what we should also do? Hold on. Why don't we first use the magic crystal spell for Ilthin? Yes, let's do that to start. In a flash of bright light in front of him, the hero Ilthin sees a magic crystal through which astral energy flows into this world. According to the ancient law of Eador, mortal heroes can receive special quests here. Choose a quest of low difficulty. I'm a professional. A dull voice is heard from somewhere deep inside the crystal. Eliminate creatures. Brigands. 8. Return after the quest is fulfilled. Alright, I'll be back soon. Gotta find more of them. That saves 2 turns. Ilthrin would have to go here otherwise and go into the crystal. Actually, 3 turns and then leave again. So, worth doing. Alright, one more round, everyone, for us, and then I think we're done. It'll be, wow, not quite 10 turns, but it feels like we've been playing for close to an hour already, or slightly more. Lots of fighting in this episode, which I think we're all happy about. Let's wait on buying that at the moment. So, we did a bunch of location battles this turn, and got a really good bow for Ilthin. We should build buildings, if I haven't built buildings everywhere yet. We didn't build something here. The hero Ilarin approaches a fairly strong, relatively new and well-protected tower. The inhabitants of the tower have noticed him and are preparing for battle. 2 enemies, pack warriors. We can definitely do this. Now, I mentioned in the last video that gnolls got a little stronger, and they totally have. Not super strong, but oh my god. Not super strong. Stronger, but stronger. Enough stronger to be annoying. Let's start. Alright, so... for the most part, they have a bunch of abilities, and they're not going to look any significantly different. They still form into demons after you kill them. They still have the same stat line, as far as I'm concerned, that they used to have, as far as I can tell at least. But, they have this new thing. Gnoll's attack increased by 1 with Gnoll Might. In addition, every time another... oh no, they do get +1 damage. In addition, every time another Gnoll or any creature with this ability dies on the battlefield, one of the remaining Gnolls absorbs their Gnoll Might ability. If the unit has rebirth, each ability level increases the power of the new creature. So, you'll see what this means when we kill the first one of these. 1, 2... he's probably going to move... I don't know how they're going to move. Let's just stay here. And prepare to receive their charge. So... I hate not casting a spell to start. Let's make you a little tankier. And... you know, I'm holding you back to throw spears, and that's kind of dumb. You're really strong in melee. Let's move you up. That wasn't what I was expecting you guys to do, but I'm glad you did it that way. hitting that one because it doesn't have range to me. So I'm not worried about it going and raging at this point. Do I need to cast that? I don't, but I need to move you back. Can we kill this with the range attacks we have? We cannot. So something's going to be hit by this guy for 11 damage. But our zombie can take the hit. Actually, so can you. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Actually, you know what? We can kill this with range attacks. Power Absorb. He's gained. That nulls Null Might. And now it has +1 more strength. Wow, well done with that impressive block and parry. Taking no damage. We can kill it and get you more experience points. Alright, well done. I should have risen up another skeleton. Oh, hey! Necromancy 2. No problem. That's a guaranteed pick for you. Stronger undead. I didn't see what he gained otherwise. Let's take Stunning Shot. 183 bucks, 11 gems, Silver Dagger, an Adept, and Tower of Hypnosis. Oh! This is one of the buildings we were fighting for. So this is the second one we've gotten? I think it is, right? We found the Sphere of Ice as well. I kind of regret... I think this is just a free... Actually, I think this is just a free find. It doesn't count against the items that you found. The Hero Ilthan approaches... Oh, there's 4 of them. The Hero Ilthan approaches an ancient crypt. It looks like a burial vault of some ancient ruler or great warrior, and one is sure to find something valuable among the belongings of the deceased. And to encounter those guarding the peace of the dead as well. 4 spiders. It's gonna take 2 arrows to kill a spider with support. Can we do it? Turn 1, we cast Sluggishness on one of the spiders and Haste on Ilthan. Actually, I think we can do this, because we can use Scouting to lower their stamina and make this battle a little easier. So, Ilthan, we're going to try. We have lots of hills on our side of the battle, which will be very nice as, on our side of the battle, on our side of the field as well. And a small area they could possibly be funneled in. But this is, make no mistake, this is going to be tough. And they're going first. But we will go ahead and reduce their stamina to start. Or I won't. I don't have Race False Alarm, Tim! You have Scouting! You only have Scouting! Oh, you idiot. I should really cast Sluggishness on 1 to delay when they're going to arrive in my lines. But this just got a lot tougher than it needed to be. Which one am I slowing? It should probably be one of the big spiders. But the little ones... the bird eaters have 1 resistance. Well, resistance doesn't matter. Toss it on a Weber. I need to move you back. God! This was a giant mistake. There's no way we're winning. There's no way we're winning, everyone. We're gonna have to revert to undo this. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Alright. So we can ignore that one for one more turn before it's on top of us. Can we kill one of these right now? I think we can kill this one. Actually, no, we can't ignore... Well, we can't ignore that one. Because that moves 2. But it's in my lines next turn. You've got to move... We got to kill one of these 2, Tim. It should be this one. You have enough damage to kill it. It's going to be a lot of poison damage if I do this, but I think we have to. I think we move this guy here. We put haste on this swordsman and run him down here. And they both take swings at this guy. He moves here, gets ready to heal them next turn. We then fly him down and like or just even back one spot would be fine to avoid the bird eater. Because the bird eater will kill him in a single hit. The poison may not kill him outright, but that's right, the hit won't kill him outright, but the poison will kill him shortly thereafter. So let's move you here. We're going to move you here. We're going to cast haste here. Run you down. Fly you. I don't want to put him here, because the spider could hit him, but it might web him. But I think it's going to move up and attack him, and he'll still die rather easily to this spider, and it's poison too. So that's no good. So we'll have to, first off, we'll have to hit this guy. That did nowhere near the damage I was hoping it would do. Okay. You move here. You move here. You will live this turn, but you're dead next turn. But we killed that spider. Oh, Akari, I didn't want to lose you. But I can't afford... My hero has to move down here, or he's got to move up here. If I move here, I can't help fight this. Let's, Are you still You're still slowed. I think we go all out and try to kill this. We're all in now. 15 damage, we do 20, we've killed it. Everyone's dying, thanks to the poison, but I do think we managed to live. I'm amazing! Who's amazing? I'm amazing. I am amazing. Oh, that was supposed to be such a different battle. Oh my god, that was supposed to be easy with Raise False Alarm, but we don't have Raise False Alarm. We have Scouting. We don't have the rank required for it yet. 99 bucks. Ilthin won. Holy crap, I can't believe he managed to do it. +1 health. Let's definitely give him Marksmanship 1 for that +1 range attack. We desperately need that on him with this bow. We give you a point of defense. What's your stamina? 14 with that. We gave you +1 stamina earlier. Give you a +1 attack. Little fairy. Let's give you a hit point. After a thorough search, your party has found... Oh! Mass Insanity! I thought this was garbage. This actually is a decent ritual. People of the Spellbound province begin an armed uprising. Can only be performed in a populated province. 70 crystals to cast it, though. The hero Daros has approached the deserted ruins of a city of the ancients. Often, an ancient artifact or some treasures hidden by the current occupants of the ruins can be found in such places. Scouting has revealed that the ancient ruins are not deserted, as they may have appeared at first sight. 6 enemies. Daros, you can totally annihilate them. We will take the mace. Let's attack. Daros is correct, by the way. Ilthin should do this battle, not him. But he's here. He was here to do the brigands. I don't want to move him away. I think that's a waste of time. So he's sticking it out. And I think I'm happy with where everyone is. So let's actually put you up here. Let's start. All right, Lotaeri. We start with the haste on Daros. Daros moves up. Uses magic. He can move another spot, Tim. Actually, these jerks have shield bash, so I am going to use magic weapon here. All right, that's good. Okay. We can't kill any of the orcs to start. None of them have forced march. I think I'm going to start losing slingers. But I think, let's kill their range support. It's really annoying. I don't really want you to be in the swamp. Let's not move him then. Interesting. I think that's a very tempting target to take down, since I didn't shoot. Kill this with you, Daros. Run you away, and we can heal you. Perfect. Oh, looks like I should have been hitting that guy this whole time. I didn't realize we had such... Oh, right, crossbow to ignore half the armor of the target. First strike on him. We should kill him with other means if possible. There we go. Only 9 on the counterattack. Well done, Daros. 46 bucks, 2 gems for the battle. A hit point for you. Some morale for you. Hellgates scroll. Moves a friendly demon into a free tile. Probably not what we're going to be using. 15 bucks and 18 gems. Still looking for a melee weapon, but that will have to wait till the next episode. Because that will do it for us in this one, everyone. So we didn't do much this time. 9 turns only, but it took like an hour and a half, I think, right? I'll be right back. Let's see how long I've been playing for. An hour and a half, everyone. We've been playing for an hour and a half, so we really should stop. So we will stop here, I think. Unless, well, I guess we'll buy things first, and then we will wrap it up. So I should always be building things in buildings. In provinces. So let's build a granary. Build things in buildings, right, Tim? Huh? That's what you want to do? We didn't lose anybody in this army. We can go up there and scout. Ilarin, you're kind of done at the moment, so you'll just explore here. And Daros. Monks cost gems, Tim, to upkeep. You need to take this province. You need it. You don't have a choice anymore. How expensive for monks to upkeep? 2 gems. We're losing gems each and every turn. It looks deceptive because we have 413, but we will go through that very quickly. It's 93 gems to build a monastery. We really need to take this. I don't know how we do it, though. I don't think Daros is strong enough to do it, but I guess we'll give it a try. So that will be what we do next episode. I think we'll lose his whole army if we do it, though. We could hire a new army for the explicit purpose of just that fight. We'd leave everything behind. This fairy gets left behind. This crossbowman gets left behind. These swordsmen get left behind. The healer is left behind. We only bring garbage with us. And Daros has to do the battle by himself. I think we could do it then. But then Daros first has to come back home. Okay. And do I build any buildings? I would really like this. So we need to build another other building. So we could build the Tanner store. Oh, but we also have a wizard now. What is this? Let me take. You have a tailor store here already. You're steadily plus 2 gems if you're willing to spend like 52 gems for that item. Building can go back and purchase it. That would be... yeah, plus 2 gem income with the merchant's hat. You could do that and go back home for a turn with you. You know what? We should also cast Chalice of Life with you anyway, which is even more gems. I don't know what to do, everyone. I guess I'll think off screen. If you guys have any thoughts, I'd be willing to entertain them as well as to what we do next. Yeah, I'd be willing to hear what you guys think we should do. And I'll stop here. Thank you guys for watching. Actually, I won't stop here because there'll be comments on the last video that I'll read at the end of this one. So thank you guys again, and I'll be back in a few seconds to read those. Alright, guys. It's time to go ahead and begin pounding out these comments. Let's go ahead and get through them. Dennis Mayak. Oh, Dennis Mayak has also timestamped his comments to talk about things that occurred at these points. I will instead try to mention what he's talking about after I read his comment. So Dennis Mayak says, yes, ranged army would make more sense. I'm almost always playing with exclusively ranged units for tier 1, because ranged units will still be able to do something against tier 4 units and survive, while even high-level melee Tier 1 will just die from Tier 3 and 4 units' counterattacks. Maybe it's not as bad in New Horizons, since there's so much abilities added to the units. And so it's been my experience that Tier 1 melees can still be very good, even against higher tier units. Spearmen's spears are great at lowering their armor, for example, for against other range attacks, so that your stronger range units can do more damage to them. As we saw in this video, Daros was able to kill that Lycan with the help of one of his swordsmen. If we didn't have that swordsman with his shield bash, we would have lost that entire battle. It would have killed everyone in the entire army after it had killed Daros. We had nothing to hurt it. Other than Daros, and maybe we did like 1 or 2 points of damage with our crossbowmen, but it was going to regenerate those hit points. So, but generally though, yes, I agree with Dennis. Ranged units are generally better. And in fact, you will eventually see me fade out Daros's swordsman in favor of an entirely ranged army for backup for him. It's all about delivering Daros to the enemy and watching him slaughter it, rather than this army moving up and engaging in melee, at the very least. Daros mentions that's because you don't have guards in the province. Event actions are rarely disabled by alignment. So he's talking about what happened here. I thought it was originally the Lycan that showed up that he was talking about, but he's talking about the merchants that showed up. We weren't able to attack them and take their stuff because we had no guards in that province to do so. And yes, that's a great point. I was confused because I mentioned, oh, we're not evil, so we can't choose this. But I agree with Dennis. I was wrong, and that's probably only because we didn't have guards. I can't, now that I think about it, I can't really think of any alignment option being disabled. I know there are alignment events which occur depending upon how good or evil you are. Like, we could occasionally get a gift from the Inquisition to thank us for being like a heroic avatar of the Lord of Light or something of that sort, because we're vanquishing evil when we find it. But that's not going to be an option available when we get a particular event. Dennis says, hilarious. Great humor. Best part of the video. Oh, thank you, Dennis. I forgot all about that part. When we had the sorcerers trying to shuffle around Daros to get to my backline and do piddling damage to them. I was talking about, like, no, it's okay. Don't put down your cell phone, sir. Pay attention to what's going on around you. We're right here. You can fight with us. I think the end of this actual Battles of the Shard was pretty entertaining, I think, right, as well? Especially with that, especially with how I managed to somehow survive with Ilthen against those spiders. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Dennis then says, I had shards where I didn't have rarer resources like Mithril or Arcanite, possibly out of not having a common resource. The possibility of not having a common resource is quite low, I think. There are random events that give resources, so there's a chance you will get missing resources from them. Also, once I had a large shard where the only redwood was right near opponent's castle. Oh, that sounds awful. That's so expensive the later it goes on, because a ton of things require iron and redwood. And this is because of the comments in the last video where I think Dennis had asked, has anyone ever had a situation where they didn't have any low-tier resources show up on a shard? I think I've always had at least one redwood, mandrake root, iron, and horses, right? I think, are those the only lowest level resources? Yes, everything else is mid-level with Arcanite, Marble, and Mithril, and then late game with Dionum and Black Lotuses. I think every shard does have at least one visible redwood, mandrake, iron, and horse. But other than that, I can't say for sure. And even then, I'm not 100% sure. Then it says, I also like this in games, exploring and expanding, developing economy, heroes and units. I don't care about competitive aspect generally, but I like to be efficient to get a high score. I wish every 4-time strategy had the option to play alone, without opponents, to just focus on building an empire civilization. Yeah, I agree with that. I liked the Dungeon Keeper series, which allowed you to do that sort of thing, with your own custom dungeon, and then you could release creatures to go and fight you when you thought you were ready for it, and so on. This game does kind of have that as an option, because you can play a multiplayer game against yourself, and then you can just go ahead and just take your time with like the 2 or 8 factions you're playing, which I've done in the past, and just see how much fun it is to try building different buildings, try different spell combinations, and so on. In this episode, and that we just got done with, and probably the next one, that's going to be still my focus, is exploring, getting our economy going, getting tier 2 units in my armies, clearing more locations, and unfortunately I get so distracted by this that I forget often that there are other masters here that we have to fight, and I dread encountering them because that changes the game entirely. No, you're no longer exploring locations for loot, at least not with your main hero. You're trying to take on all the enemy provinces and slaughter, and get to their capital and defeat them, because that's exactly what they're going to do to you. They don't care about exploring anymore as much as defeating you. I do wish more games had the option to just have a nice, relaxing shard where you don't have to worry about any enemies actually knocking at your doorstep. But again, no, we gotta worry about it. That's all there is to, at least in the campaign. Dennis then also responded back to me mentioning, like, I asked him, is there any event that you're aware of that gives resources? Because I don't think I've ever seen them. And Dennis replies, yep, like, there's at least one in vanilla that gives horses. And he described the conditions at which it can occur. And so we don't have any horses. We haven't found them yet. Maybe there's some hidden in these plains provinces. But it'd be super nice if we could get horses in one of our provinces. So we will hope we get that event. Vipera Barris says, that spider battle was really well done. The one where we barely survived, not barely survived, but the one where Darius and his army managed to defeat those spiders. That was going to be really tricky, and I am very glad that we managed to win that battle without taking any losses. That was when I think we took this province, if I recall correctly. I thought for sure at least one of those swordsmen was done for. I thought so too. How about this one? Wait till you watch what happens to Ilthin in this one. Holy crap. Also, warriors are so much fun to watch, getting stronger and stronger once the early game is over. Yeah, I'm really enjoying how much power Darius is gained now as a paladin. At the very least, at level 13, he's definitely able to handle most of the undead that we encounter, and evil armies, thanks to his being a holy knight. But things like the lizardmen are going to give us trouble, which I'm pretty sure we're going to see when we do the next recording. Which I'm going to do right after I'm done recording these comments. Looking forward to how this playthrough is going to continue. So am I. Oh, and you can pronounce my nickname both ways, as far as I know. Oh, okay. I'm going to stick with the Vipera, rather than Vipera. Urloop C says, watching a hero reap his way through whole armies is impressive. Nice work balancing diplomacy, bribery, and battle to expand the holding. Yeah, so my thoughts there were, well, we took diplomacy on Ilthin. We should totally take advantage that we gave this to him whenever I get the opportunity to do so. So he's the guy who buys the armor. He's the one who bribes guards. And he will be the guy who also hopefully does alliances. Or rather, well, actually not, because right, we're already working towards that. But we're going to try to take advantage of the skills and abilities we've given our people, along with try to focus on completing sets that we already have. So, thank you, sir, also for saying that. Really enjoying the series, and keep up the good work. Thank you, sir. I will do my best to do so. Fraz says, and Tim, don't worry about mistakes. I think most people watch for your enjoyable energy and enthusiasm, not for a tactic tutorial. Thank you. I feel like I need to always be explaining what's going through my head and why I'm doing the things you see me doing. I think it's helpful because some people will be watching this video and they'll never have seen this game before, and maybe they won't consider doing certain things unless they had. And so that's why I'm so focused on the tactics. It's also because I'm trying to remind myself what it is I need to do, and why I need to panic about certain things that I might not otherwise do so, or where I need to be, where my focus needs to be. Froz says, also, I laughed a lot at your way of explaining how introverted you are. I guess I can relate as I'm a lot like you, but I think you beat me. Well, you might be worse than me. I'm not sure. But I am super introverted. I'm gonna ask, okay, and okay, well, should I read this? I'm gonna ask other viewers then if anyone is interested in playing with me using TeamViewer. Reply here and we can set it up. You know what? I'm going to pin your comment, Frozor, so that maybe other people will see it. Reply here and we can set it up. I realize that it would probably need to be multiple sessions as a game usually lasts a long time. Muscle emoji. Dennis Mack replied to that. I played with my cousin through TeamViewer. We never completed a single game. I would love to play, but I rarely have time. Only on weekends usually. Yeah, getting time to be set aside to play a multiplayer game. That, again, that's one of the reasons why I just can't say yes to it. I'm so sorry, Froz, but it's tough. It's tougher for me now. Like I'm old. I'm getting close to 50. I have a house. I have a job that's not playing video games. So it's man, finding time is tough. And Bruno, you're the last person I see a comment from at this moment. So you say, we have a girl between us? I know, girls don't exist. I think it's very normal to be shy with random strangers from the internet. If it makes you feel better, when I was a lot younger and played MMOs, I mostly played solo because I couldn't deal talking with people. Yeah, that was me as well. Although, well, when I was younger, a group of me and my real-life friends played MMOs, and I was a roommate with at least one of them at one point. And so we'd all play together. My other friends would bring their computers over. We'd all hang out in our apartment, and we'd just all play, like, World of Warcraft or Dark Age of Camelot or what have you together. And so I was able to play. So, I mean, these were my friends from college, and I had already known them for many years. And so it was just natural for all of us to play these together. So I didn't lack for groups for some of my early MMO days. But once I moved out on my own, and I wasn't seeing them anywhere near as often, I went back to my old habits of trying to stay solo. Dennis replies with, no way, girls are a myth. They are. I played 2 MMOs in my life, and finding party in first one was always such a pain. Second one I picked only because it was balanced to be played solo. So I respond back to these, and I mentioned to Dennis that I should at least mention all the MMOs I played, so you guys get an idea of how much I really enjoyed playing MMOs. I liked the open worldness. I liked helping people who would need help and grouping occasionally, but I was always super nervous to, like, be put on someone's friends list. Because most of the time, like, I would feel obligated to help people who would want help, or they'd be on and they want to group. And MMOs are indeed a group thing for a great deal of what you do in them. But most of the time, I just wanted to be left alone. I don't ever want anyone to know I'm around. This is one of the reasons why on Steam, for example, I'm always hidden. I never go public on Steam unless I must in order to reach out to one of my brothers or one of my friends. But otherwise, I think I've been in invisible mode for the past, like, 3 years on Steam. So what MMOs have I played, by the way? So it started with Dark Age of Camelot. And that's a funny one to have started with, because that is as much of a team game as it possibly can be. It was, when was it released? Back in 2003, 2004 or so. And it involved huge groups of player versus player combat, faction wars. And it was glorious. I really liked it. I got to meet, well, I don't want to get too distracted by a bunch of stuff. I will say that was the first one I played. I really liked the player versus player combat in it. I liked the idea of being part of this massive team and contributing to it in even some small way. So even if I was, like, alone, I would get, if I didn't have the rest of my guild with me, I would still be able to get an invite from other people and be able to contribute to the war effort that was going on. I played Albion at the time, in case you were curious, and a Friar. Friar is the best class ever made in any MMO ever. In any case, it was a lot of fun, and I loved the huge, epic battles between, like, 50 people versus 50 people. This was back before anyone had significant graphics cards that could handle that many people on screen at one time. This was before the internet had FiOS or anything of the sort. It was pretty awful for the most part. But, well, you know, you did what you did. You did what you could at the time. I played a bunch of World of Warcraft, and I stopped playing sometime after the Burning Crusade came out. I picked it up again, like I think it was like 3 or 5 years ago during one of the expansions, and then put it down again after a few months, and I haven't gone back to World of Warcraft. I think I'm done with World of Warcraft. It was a fun time. Most of my time in that game was spent running around and mining. I liked nothing better than to just run my dwarf with his ram all around places, or his griffin when we could fly. I played Alliance, I know, you guys hate me. But I would just fly around and mine, and that would be it. Just mine resources, smelt all the ore down, and stick it in my vault or sell it on the auction house. I had so much fun doing that. And then with my mage, it was gem crafting. I would then just occasionally send, or she would mine. I'd gather some gems, I'd craft some stuff, put it up on the auction house, and if you guys have watched my Lobotomy Corporation videos, you maybe have seen the giant chart I had. I had something similar to that to track the costs of gems, how much they were going for, how much it cost me to buy the materials, how much profit I could make on them in any given day. Man, the auction house itself was the game for me in World of Warcraft for a time. My god. I played Star Wars The Old Republic with a bunch of my friends. I really liked the story for that game, and the combat was fun in it as well. The grouping was great for the story, but I didn't have that much fun grouping for the dungeons, not overly much so. And I never got involved in the player versus player in that game. I was always too low level for it. I had several characters who reached max level, but it was far after the game was released. I think I stopped playing that game when it went free to play. I stopped playing it at that point. I didn't like any of the changes that they had done. I played Saga of Rhizom. I played that one solo. I didn't play it for very long. It was an interesting MMO. You don't have to do fighting in that one at all. You can just be a farmer or something of the sort. Or a crafter. And you could design your own skills in that game. When you leveled up, you could purchase additional, like, negative traits or positive traits and assign them to your skills. So, my mage, for example, made himself a skill that was absolutely free to cast and did a significant amount of damage, but it had, like, a 10-second wind-up time to cast it. And you could make all sorts of different skills. You could make ones that cost your life and save your mana and so on. I like the idea of the open world, but it was also very, very grindy. Once you left the tutorial area, you got out of the newbie zone. There were, to my knowledge, no... This was also many years ago, by the way, so it might have changed by now, but there were no quests to do. It was all just killing creatures. But that was the way it was in Dark Age of Camelot as well, at least at the start. So I wasn't... this would be back during the early 2000s I played this game as well. I played Auto Assault. That was an interesting game. It was nothing like what I thought it was going to be like. When I picked up the game, I didn't realize it was an MMO. I thought it was going to be a single-player Demolition Derby game that I'd never played before, and I wanted to try out one of those games. But it was an MMO, where your character spent the vast majority of his time as a car out in this open world, and I played a mutant on a motorcycle. And it was great! I really liked the soundtrack was good. I liked the open world exploring. It had one of the best crafting systems I had ever seen in the game. I don't remember if there were any dungeons. I think there were. It was the first game that introduced the concept of phasing that I had played, where when you complete a quest, it changes the world around you. So, like, I was able to build up this one town, and before I did that, the town was ruined, and after I did it, it was obviously fixed. And depending upon what stage of town it was in, that I would be able to see other people who were in that town, who were at a similar stage as I was. It also was the first game I played that had player housing in it, if I recall correctly. I played City of Villains and Champions Online as well. I really like the free form of these games, being able to pick certain types of skills for my heroes. It's a real shame when City of Villains died. I really liked that game. And I have several max level characters in Champions Online. I haven't played Champions Online in a long time. A great deal of what I do in Champions, when I was playing it, was just running around and reading other people's descriptions of their characters and participating in costume contests, because I absolutely loved seeing what other people could come up with in that game. I won quite a few of them myself, too, if I recall correctly. Well, there are some other MMOs. I know I've played at least 2 others. But I can't... Oh, Wildstar. I played Wildstar. God, I loved Wildstar. Of all the MMOs I played, the combat in that game I felt was the absolute best. It was a real joy to play that game. The way creatures attack with their big attacks were by targeting the area on the ground. So you had to pay attention to what was happening around you. You couldn't just stare at your hotkeys. And it was the first MMO I played where I needed to download a mod to tell me when certain things were off a cooldown. I would have icons show up on screen, and they would make sounds to let me know when certain things were available again. And it was great. I loved it. It was also a game where I was staring at what was going on screen, rather than just staring at cooldowns occurring. It was absolutely fantastic. But they went free to play at some point. And just like the Old Republic, I hated the changes they did when they went free to play. And that was it for the game. Fantastic official soundtrack for it as well. I still have quite a bit of it that I recorded an age ago on my computer. There is one more MMO I know I've played, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. I know I've played a few other games. I don't know if I would consider them MMOs. I played Dungeon Runners. This was a game that was mocking MMOs and action RPGs. It was extraordinarily grindy, unbelievably grindy, but it wasn't designed to be something that you really sunk time into. And, like, you would see characters running around with, like, weapons that look like cardboard boxes, or, like, they'd have ridiculous-looking armor and weapons. And you would find something, and the prefixes and suffixes would be like wet cardboard box, sword of sniffles, or something like that. Reminded me of the old Clay Fighter games. I wouldn't call that MMO though. Darn it, I can't think of what the other one was. Man, it's been so long. I think there's probably 2 or 3 others I've played. I was jumping from MMO to MMO to just see what I liked about them, because oh, of course, Warhammer Age of Reckoning. I played that with some of my real-life friends again, and my family. It was the first time I got to play with my family in a game, too. God, I will never, ever play an MMO with my father ever again. I love my father very much. I'm very lucky to have such a wonderful father. But he's a nightmare to play MMOs with. He's a real nightmare to play MMOs with. And I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it ever again. It was just awful. I'm not even going to... I should not go into the reasons why I won't do it. But I'll just say they're terrible. But I really did like Warhammer Age of Reckoning. And again, when they went free to play, I hated the changes that they did, and that was the end of that as well. I did not mind paying for my MMOs. I hated the free to play model. I do understand that for some games, they have to do it. That's the only way that they'll be able to exist, because no one else, there's not enough money going into them to pay for the servers. But I don't think, have any of them really survived with that model? I know the Old Republic is still around, but I think they're down like to 1 server now. God, there's so many other... I know I've played more. But I can't think of any of the others I've played. Almost all of them as well have been your standard MMO fare, which is to say, like, the camera's behind your character and you're running around all these different zones. I haven't played any FPS MMO. I know there's a few of them that are out at this moment, but I never played any of those. I can't think of anything else. I know there's probably at least 2 or 3 more I've played, but I can't think of them. And I rambled on for far too long about that, so thank you guys for listening to me ramble on about my MMOs here at the end of the video. Hope you liked the combats, and we'll get to more of these in the next episode. So thank you very much, guys. See you then.